he reaches out his hands to the infected Titan. Apparently, he was trying to stop time to retreat, but it didn't work, so the cameraman hits him hard and flies away. At that moment, another skibidi scientist arrives, and he's quite different from what we saw in episode 4. He's got a lot of magnets, and now he's more similar to this magnetic skibidi. I think this scientist has put such a crazy amount of magnets on purpose, because he may have organized a trap for Titan Clockman, and in order to make it all work, he upgraded himself greatly. He turns to see a large magnetic skibidi, who is still remaining in the frozen times loop, despite the fact that Titan shot him from his cannon quite some time ago already. At that moment, another skibidi parasite with a wristwatch in its teeth appears and throws it right at the skibidi Titan. This allows him to move again and help in the battle with the Clockman. But how did this device get to the enemies of the Alliance? In the previous episodes, we've only seen the wristwatch on these two guys, but this cameraman flew away with the others and TV Man teleported away too. I kinda doubt they could have caught him. In the first episode, the Clockmen also gave out their wristwatches to the agents. But in the second episode, POV flew with the rest of the crowd to the base, thus not being able to get caught. I have a hunch that the skibidis were able to capture one of the speakermen who may have stayed in the city after the bad guys took it over for good. And because of that, the skibidis were able to resist the time stop. Although it's quite possible the Alliance has a traitor who could have leaked the technology to the enemy, and I have no idea who that could be. In any case, when the magnetic skibidi got his ability to move again back, he and the scientist grabbed the Titan Clockman's arms then with their magnets. But he is being able to break free of this grip. So either the magnets are still too weak for such a strong creature, or the Titan's body is made of a special non-magnetic alloy, which allows him to resist those skibidis that were supposed to counterattack him quite successfully. As the Titan sent the scientist into another knockout, his core began to malfunction again, this time more severely. And it seems that this is when the Titan shut down for a while and lowered his arms. This allowed Cameraman's Titan to return to the scene of the battle with his hammer, which he shoved right into the core of the Clockman. Unfortunately, though, his core wasn't as protected as Drillman's, and Cameraman finally destroyed it, knocking the metal Titan to the ground. Press F, guys. After that, the skibidi parasite, which had previously revived the big magnetic toilet, arrives. It lands on the Titan Clockman and starts drilling into his body, apparently trying to infect him the way he already infected Titan Cameraman in the first episode. Luckily, though, he fails to do so, and the metal body is strong enough for his drill to break. Although I don't really see much use in destroying the infected Titan, so I'd hope the skibidis would have realized this later too. The scientist orders Cameraman to take the body and take it to the base, and at this point you can notice that his camera begins to shake. He clearly does not want to follow those orders, and most certainly he did not want to destroy his ally. But unfortunately for him, he cannot resist the parasite in his body, and he has to do such terrible things being almost fully conscious. But even though he tries to resist, he lifts the Clockman to the air and flies away with him right to the skibidi base. As we will find out later, the bad guys decide to dismantle him and the watch on his shoulders, as well as the cannon on his right arm, and all that will belong to Skibidis now. After Titan Clockman has been taken away, Skibidi Scientist teleports himself away. I assume that he will be waiting for Clockman in the hangar to immediately install a new weapon, among which a time gun from Clockman's hand will be present. Next time, we will see the scientist in the 14th episode with it, and it will allow him to defeat Titan Drillman. If you want to know more of what happened there, you should also see my analysis of the episode 14. In the end, the only thing that remains in the city is the POV cameraman in a big magnetic toilet who has some business to finish. He magnetizes the big piece of magnet to himself and destroys POV. And be sure to subscribe to my channel not to miss on lots of other cool videos I make. And that was me, Ice a Toilet. See ya!